The Victory Parade in Moscow's Red Square has been a landmark event in the history of the Soviet Union and subsequently in the Russian Federation. From its inception in 1945 to the present day, this celebration has been a powerful manifestation of the nation's triumph over Nazi Germany in the Great Patriotic War, as well as a reminder of the sacrifices made by the Soviet people to achieve victory. The Victory Parade was initially established to commemorate the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, specifically over Nazi Germany. This conflict, known in the Soviet Union as the Great Patriotic War, was a titanic struggle that involved millions of Soviet soldiers and civilians in every corner of the country. The Victory Parade in Red Square has become an annual tradition, marking the anniversary of victory in the Great Patriotic War on May 9th. For decades, this parade has been an impressive display of Russian military might, with infantry units, tanks, artillery, and aircraft marching past, the country's leaders, and an enthusiastic crowd. Each year, the Victory Parade introduces new elements, from showcasing state-of-the-art military equipment to the participation of war veterans marching in honor of their fallen comrades. However, the essence of the celebration remains the same: to honor the heroism and sacrifice of those who fought for freedom and victory. In addition to being a tribute to past achievements, this event also holds contemporary significance in the current geopolitical context. Russia has faced a series of challenges and tensions with Western countries, and the display of its military strength in Red Square is a statement of its ability to defend its sovereignty and national security. The Soviet Union, and later Russia, has faced numerous threats and tensions since the end of World War II to the present day. These threats have varied in nature and origin, but all have posed significant challenges to the country's security and stability. The Soviet Union found itself immersed in intense rivalry with the United States and its Western allies, known as the Cold War, or at least in its early version considering the vicissitudes of today. One of the most notable crises was the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, when the Soviets installed nuclear missiles in Cuba, sparking escalating tensions with the United States and bringing the world to the brink of nuclear war. Although the crisis was resolved peacefully, it demonstrated how fragile peace was at that time. Another significant conflict was the Vietnam War, in which the Soviet Union supported the Communist government of North Vietnam in its struggle against the US-backed government in the South. This conflict exacerbated tensions between the two superpowers and had repercussions worldwide. But ultimately, the conflict ended with the definitive victory of the North Vietnamese, thus reunifying the country under the legacy of the great Ho Chi Minh. In 1979, the Soviet Union militarily intervened in Afghanistan to support the local communist government against insurgents backed by the West. This war became a prolonged and costly conflict for the Soviet Union, and it finally ended in withdrawal in 1989, leaving Afghanistan plunged into chaos and instability. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Russia inherited a series of internal and external conflicts that have continued to pose challenges to its national security. The Chechen Wars in the 1990s and early 2000s were one of the most serious crises Russia faced, with separatist insurgents fighting for independence in the Chechen region. Conflicts in the Caucasus, including insurgency in Dagestan and terrorist attacks in Moscow and other cities, have also posed a threat to Russia's internal security. In addition, Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and the conflict in eastern Ukraine, known as the War in Donbass, have exacerbated tensions with the West and led to economic sanctions against Russia. Amid these tensions and challenges, Russia has sought to strengthen its ties with other countries on the international stage. The creation of the BRICS economic group, which includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and recently with the union of more countries, has been an attempt to diversify Russia's economic and political relations and counteract Western influence in the world. In summary, the Victory Parade in Moscow's Red Square is much more than an annual military parade. It is a tribute to the courage and determination of the Russian people, a demonstration of the country's military capability, and a reminder of the horrors of war. In an increasingly unstable world, this celebration continues to be a powerful affirmation of Russia's commitment to global peace and security. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please to subscribe, share, like, and we'll see you in the next video.